How did a neighbor go completely insane over a misunderstanding? I woke up at 5 a.m. to flashing lights outside my window. Half asleep, I pulled back the curtain and saw two police cars parked across the street, and standing next to them, waving her arms around like she was directing traffic, was my neighbor. I opened the door, still wearing pajamas and holding a coffee mug, trying to figure out what was happening. Before I could even say a word, she shouted, "That's him! That's the thief!" One of the officers walked over, looking half apologetic, and said, "Sir, your neighbor claims you stole her dog." I just stared at him. "I don't even own a dog," I said. But apparently, sometime during the night, her chihuahua had gotten loose, and she decided I had broken into her yard, climbed her fence, and kidnapped it. I laughed, thinking it had to be some kind of misunderstanding, but she wasn't joking. She doubled down, screaming that I was probably hiding him in my garage or trying to sell him online. The officers, trying to be polite, asked if they could look around. I let them check everything: garage, backyard, laundry room, and surprise, no dog, no leash, no barking, nothing suspicious. They left after that, clearly annoyed, but she just stood there across the street, arms crossed, glaring at me like I had buried a dog under my porch. 2 days later, I caught her peeking over my backyard fence, phone in hand, filming my grass like she was collecting evidence for some neighborhood investigation. Then the next week, I found a flyer taped to my door. Lost dog, small brown chihuahua, last seen near criminal's house. She had actually printed flyers calling me a criminal. The best part? 3 weeks after all this, the real story came out. Her dog wasn't stolen. It had gotten through a hole in her fence and wandered 2 blocks away, where a retired couple found him and took him in, thinking he was a stray. They even took him to the vet and everything. When she finally got the dog back, she didn't apologize. She just taped one last note to my door that said, "You're lucky I decided not to press charges." I kept the note and the flyer and framed them both. Best wall decoration I've ever had.